Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Jonathan, and today I'm bringing you a video talking about how important it is to drink water at BMT. And I know it seems like kind of a wild video, but it's also a story time video about people passing out at BMT. Because as crazy as it sounds, because people don't often pass out. Like a lot of people, when you go to Walmart and when you go to Target, they're not just passing out. But at BMT, let me tell you that people pass out everywhere and they pass out all the time. And I don't know why it is. I wish I was like a scientist or something and I could figure out why it is. Because you would think that when you go to BMT and you're required to drink water, that you would pass out less, when that isn't the case at all. And it might just be because there's different types of people all through BMT, but who knows. So anyways, in this video, that's what I'm gonna be talking about. So there was a time, I think it was the 4th week of training, it might have been the 3rd week of training or something like that at BMT, and we were in a class and we were learning about, I believe we were learning about first aid, buddy care, and bleeding and treating wounds and stuff like that. And right when we got to the part about blood and dealing with blood and open wounds and stuff like that, somebody passed out in our class. And the desks are really tiny, like high school desks with, I think, like little pockets underneath and like flip up tabletops, right? They're like that, and they're tiny. And this was Alcatraz, by the way, because Disneyland has completely different classrooms. So if you end up in Disneyland, you're not gonna know anything that I'm talking about with classroom related, unless you go to Alcatraz, because some people go there to make up classes. But it's like maybe a 50-foot by 50-foot room. I don't know. It's pretty big, but it's also pretty small. And there's basically 50 desks on this side and 50 desks on this side. And you're like shoulder to shoulder with people. It's hot. Sometimes the air conditioning doesn't work. It's wild in there, okay? These rooms are pretty old. So, like, they're so old that sometimes wind would go by, like, through the building. And you would see ceiling tiles go, like, across the whole thing. And we thought it was like squirrels running around up there, but it's just the wind. So anyways, dude passes out as soon as they bring up blood. So firstly, we're like, what the heck? Because you just hear like a bunch of desks just go woof, and like everyone is just freaking out because we were like, that hasn't happened to our flight for like the first 3 weeks. Nobody's passed out. Everyone's been goody-goody. Everyone's fine. And then this dude just passes out, and we're trying to figure out if he died, I guess. And it just got really, it all happened really quick. It was really fast. At first, like, everyone was behind me. I was sitting near the front of the class, and I almost thought like there was like a shooting or something was going down, like something was happening, and everyone just kind of slides their desks out of the way and stands up, and they're like, yo, like, are you good? And they're like MTI, like teacher, whatever. And they run over and they make sure he's good, and he gets taken to the hospital and stuff like that. But I'm not saying this is the reason he passed out. I'm just saying that people pass out all the time at BMT. And it also ties directly in with water. And you're probably like, how does that tie in with water? And it's because at BMT, I don't remember what the rule is specifically. And if you know and you just got out of BMT, or you know because you just remember, I don't remember what the rule is, but it's like you have to drink 8 canteens a day. And I think if no more than 3/4 of one per hour or something like that. I don't remember what it is, but you have to drink a lot of water at BMT. A ton of water, like an ungodly, ridiculous amount of water. Because at every single meal, you have to have at least 2 cups of water. And I think it depends on what your MTI is. I think that is like a rule, because I've seen people eat without 2 cups of water, but I've also gotten yelled at with having 1 cup of milk and 1 cup of water. Because they say like you have to have 2 liquids at every meal. And I did that one time, like 1 cup of milk and 1 cup of water, and I got screamed at. So that wasn't fun. And I had to go back and get 2 cups of water. And after every meal from there, you have 2 cups of water. And not only do you just have to have the 2 cups of water, you have to finish both cups of water. Because if you're walking to go drop your tray off and throw your trash away and they see that you didn't finish your liquid, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world for you, and good luck. So basically, there's the rule about drinking water, plus you have to drink the water at every meal. Like, you're peeing non-stop at BMT. Now, there's no real way of checking if you drink 8 canteens a day or 12 canteens a day or whatever that rule is. But if you pass out, you 100% are probably going to get talked to, and probably you might get in trouble, because if you pass out, that's pretty much their only proof that you didn't drink enough water, and that's the excuse that they use to get you in trouble, and that's what happened to him, I believe. So, I've seen it happen all through tech school, and let me tell you about BMT graduation. We were at graduation. This is the parade, like the actual ceremony, because the first thing you have is your retreat ceremony. You get your airman's coin, you shake your MTI's hand, you dab him up and stuff, and then you're in ABUs, and you usually have base liberty, unless the water mains are broke on the base, and then you got town pass like we did, which was awesome. But after that, the next day you have parade, and you actually, that's when you're marching, and you like look right, and all sorts of stuff, right? When we were standing there, and we were standing there for probably 40 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that, maybe even an hour, people were passing out left and right, like straight up in front of me. Like you just see people like take a knee on the grass when we're supposed to be at attention, and they're just asleep, just gone. And it's oddly directly correlated to BMT and drinking water, I believe, just because like they say like if you don't drink water, you're gonna pass out, and then here's a bunch of people passing out. And which is weird to me because like all throughout your life, like I said earlier, Walmart, Target, school, high school, I've never seen somebody pass out in my entire life until I got to BMT and he passed out in that classroom. Never in my life have I seen somebody pass out. Never. So anyways, the moral of this story and the rule about drinking water and stuff like that is drink as much water as you can on this side. And on this side, drink as much water as you can handle without going to the bathroom every 5 minutes like me, because I have a 2-year-old's bladder. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about BMT or anything like that, feel free to leave them down below, and also leave your shipping date down there so that I can connect with you, and that everyone else who is leaving at the same time as you can connect with you, and then you can become friends and go to tech school together and go to bases together, and it'll be a great time. So I also am an artist. If you haven't seen my art, go follow my Instagram. It is down below. I'm probably going to replace the whole Snapchat thing in the beginning of my videos with Instagram, just because I don't really add you guys back on Snapchat, and it's not like a I hate you thing. It's just like I don't want that many friends, and that's kind of like a personal thing, I guess. But sometimes I do post stories of like my wife and my dogs and anything else that I'm doing that's kind of funny. So but yeah, feel free to follow me on Instagram down below, because I post art there, a little bit of photography whenever I do photography, and then also some other life stuff. But yeah, so again, thank you so much for watching, and peace out.